So, hello everyone from a warm bank holiday Monday in the UK. I know not everyone is in the UK, so wherever you are, welcome. So, I thought I'd talk for a few minutes about a topic that came out of discussing the book that I'm writing, discussing it with a friend who's editing with the book with And she was saying, well, what about reifying awareness? What about when that happens? So we had a little chat about it, and I thought I'd just say something of my own experience with this. So reifying, um, I'll tell you what the dictionary says. The dictionary says it's when we make to treat an abstract concept, idea, or feeling as if it were a concrete, physical, or real thing. So it's all about making something real. So how this applies with awareness is um, it's how it feels. You probably have a subjective experience of this, how it feels when awareness seems to feel like something. In a way, it's something rather than something else. So it's become part of our sort of dualistic framework. There's awareness that's something. And not only that, it's something that usually belongs to me. So there's a sort of personalizing of this particular thing that is awareness. And it can be quite subtle. Um, but yeah, and to an extent we have to use it in language. So I'm aware, my awareness. So we might talk that way, but we want to try and avoid practicing in that way. Um, so when we are reifying something, then we're grasping on to it, making it part of our ego identity. So that's the second thing, my awareness. We've created or made this thing called awareness. But actually, what we're doing in the practice is we're with right view, we're practicing to recognize what's happening as this more impersonal flow of events. Um, so all experiences we're practicing to see like that. So sound objects, objects through the visual field, the tactile field, touch sensations, mind objects we talk about. So all these, it's a way of bringing right view in. So there's not only awareness, but this sense of more impersonal experience or experiences arising. So there are different models of mind in Buddhism and different models of awareness, different ways of treating awareness. So sometimes I think they can get a bit um, it's well, if we don't know there are more than one, then we can sort of in a way hold on a bit more tightly to our own one. So I just want to say that the couple that I'm aware of. So one, the more I think it's probably more Mahamudra, possibly Dzogchen as well model, and that is that awareness is already always there. Awareness is always present. Wherever we turn, there it is. It has a sense of permanence about it. Um, so that's one particular model. And then another model, and this is more the one that we're working with, it's an early Buddhist model, is that awareness is momentary. It's arising and passing away the same way that all other objects, all other experiences. And it's rising and passing away with the different objects that it's knowing. So this model is deliberately using that dualistic framework to help us see through that framework, but to recognize that framework as it happens. So partly why this particular model is helpful is because it has a sense of flow. Awareness has this fluidity, like a river, more like sort of flowing water. So in experience, with this model, we would say awareness is not always there. Um, we lose awareness. We become unaware for periods of time. So what we can say here is not just that awareness is not here all the time, but that awareness is immediately accessible when we remember to look. Awareness is immediately accessible, but not always there. So you see the difference. Yeah, when we look, it's there, but we have to remember to look, to be aware. And in strong periods of strong continuity of awareness, then yeah, it may be there for some time, it may always be there. But it's dependent upon the conditions of cultivating awareness to a degree. So there may be times when, yes, that you feel that flow is there, and awareness is obvious. It's obvious as this impersonal flow that we can notice. So, how to avoid reifying awareness? It's like most other things. We take a dual-pronged approach. So we notice when we're taking awareness to be a thing or something that has become sort of personal. So, and that's quite a subjective sort of feel to it. It's really a noticing of when we're making an impermanent process into something that's a bit more solid, a bit more personal, something that feels like mine. So we can notice that. It's a bit like when we talk about selfing, you notice selfing. So you notice that, oh, there's something here that feels like me. It feels like a self. And so it's the same kind of thing with awareness. We're noticing when we're taking awareness to be me. I'm aware of all this stuff coming and going through the senses. So we can notice that and notice it from the perspective of right view, which is that we're reifying, we're solidifying this process into something else. So that's one way, but the other side of it, of course, is always to notice those moments when there is that sense of just an impersonal flow of events, maybe moving really quite fast, or maybe so. I've used this image of juggling before, when there's a sense of lots of balls in the air, but there's also a sense of ease, and some of those balls are yeah, the awareness, knowing object, knowing object, knowing object, knowing. So the awareness itself has that same quality of um, well, impersonal, but also it being known. That we can recognize that impersonal quality of awareness. So I hope that's clear. Those two sides, recognizing when we've got this more sort of, in a way, recognizing when wrong view is present, and then also recognizing when right view of experience is up and running. Okay, so have a chance to ask anything about that after we've meditated. But for now, if you like to get yourself into posture.